What's up guys, it's SHISUI. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something I've been working on for a while now. Conflicts and heroes. Something I believe pushes the story forward and why it's needed.
To me, everyone's an amateur.
Do you know my nickname? If not, remember it now. It's SHISUI of teleportation.
Lost. Daring to challenge me was foolish of you.
So I wanted to do this video for a while now, as I said in my intro, and some examples of, what I want to lay out as the foundation of heroes is people like Odysseus, Dorothy, Perseus, Prometheus, characters that have conflict. They're not your Marvel, your comic book, your Western styled sort of traditional characters, particularly like Superman, and they're more derived from realism. And I want to talk about that in this sort of format of manga and anime, because I think Japanese influence it comes from a lot of stuff from the past. So what do we know about conflicts and heroes, right? When our hero goes through a conflict, they come out stronger than they ever been. But towards that end of the arc, when rubber meets the road, the tire blows. Something knocks them down hard, and that hero regresses. They lose everything, become less than they were when we met them. Because, well, if a hero is going to be an actual hero, he has to be born again from nothing. One that is, in a manner of or result of their actions. So where does it stem from, this regression? The hero's regression often begins with a trauma. Examples include, when Luffy lost Ace, Gon lost Kite, Naruto losing his Jiraiya Sensei, Ichigo losing his powers. This is a result of their actions, an unintended, consequence of their newfound abilities. It could be the death of someone close, or an uncovered truth, or a dream once realized reveals itself as a nightmare. Examples of characters like that are Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop, Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul, even most recently Sword Maiden from Goblin Slayer. That trauma shocks the protagonist and ushers in those same fears and insecurities that held them back before the journey began. But these fears and insecurities haunt them. They're now amplified. The character becomes now more powerful, and he can use that power to turn his own life apart. When everything is taken away, what is left? So what should we know? It's important to know that regression is just a trick. Just like most aspects of the story, our heroes can never actually regress. They can't be who they used to be. That person is gone. That person is dead forever, and they're never coming back. And our heroes, they just can't hit the reset button. They can't undo the traumatic events of their lives. But many heroes find themselves trying to do exactly that, and they dive back into the very lie they tried so desperately to escape. Whatever it takes to stop the pain, whatever they can do to quell the regret. This is a desperate play to make everything how it used to be. Defining yourself by the worst thing that's happened to you. Lots of people have experienced real pain. Real pain. Remember that. So, as a reader, now as the audience, naturally, we want to see our heroes at their best. We root for them to save us all. A defining moment of this is when during the pain arc in Naruto, we see Naruto comes back to the Leaf Village to rescue everyone from pain and his destruction. We root for them to save us all. They pull themselves out of their downward spiral, but sometimes the allure of the downward spiral is too strong. Sometimes our heroes are too weak. When that goes down, one of two things can happen. We either witness the death of our hero, or we realize we've been front row to the origin of something else, the birth of a villain. So what is the point of regression? Why watch our heroes go through any of this? Because the story isn't about them. It's about us, the author, the readers, or something else entirely. We feel connected to the story when it's portrayed that way. Heroes make mistakes because we do. They do things they regret because we do. It's why we look for ourselves in others, because that's human intuition, the inability to see ourselves for who we really are. We can often only do it through someone else's eyes, and when we do, we may not like what we see. So as we watch the rise and fall of our heroes, the question we ask ourselves should not be, will they be greater? Can they ascend, surpass, overcome? No. The question we should ask is, when that rubber hits the road and that tire blows, the question we should ask is, will we? Alright guys, that's going to do it for me today. I hope you liked this video as much as I did enjoy making it. Like and subscribe. That's going to do it for today.